TV. What is TV? Like, seriously, what is TV these days? TV is now kind of defined as anything that's a show that would have been on television. So I say this, but you can find on a tablet. You can watch on a TV screen behind me. I have one behind me, or you can watch on your phone or your laptop or your smartwatch. TV is shows that are on cable, apps. Oh, what else? Airports. I don't know. TV, gas stations. There's like TV. There's TV on refrigerators. Um, there is streaming, non-streaming. I guess TV is just now a term because it's not just on the TV set. So when people ask me, how do I find shows to talk about on this show, which is I don't normally watch that, and there's a plethora of them, and there's so many that how I find out is several ways. Sometimes I'm watching something else, because I'm going to have my green tea. Sorry, that's good. Oh, that's good. I'm watching something else, and something else catches my eye that I normally wouldn't watch. I may watch it. Also, it could be in this case, my mom, Miss Benita, watches a lot of television. And I know a lot of people, she's retired. She's at home most of the time. I know a lot of people who are retired or at home, or I have friends who are not super social people. They go home, watch TV. They watch a lot of television. First thing they do is turn on TV, and the TV stays on until they go to work next day. I may be there and I'll catch something with them. So my mom, I usually give her once a week about her house and helping her do stuff. And there's these shows she's watches. And one is called Wild Cards. And Wild Cards is I watched actually a lot of the season with her different times I was at her house. 10 episodes. It's on the CW. I don't watch that often. There's not any shows on CW. It's but it's Canadian. So CBC television. And I was like, oh, there's some cute folks on there. And the premise seemed, I was kind of like, it's not anything, I'm not a procedural person, but it's like a comedy drama. Um, the lead girl on there, lead woman on there, I should say. It's really cute and very interesting. And I'm going to see if I can get this to you guys. Her name is Vanessa Morgan. She plays Max. And I realize she's biracial in real life. And her father on the show is played by Jason Priestley. Yes, that Jason Priestley. It looks good. And they're a family of con people. And Jason is in jail for a con, and she's trying to get him out. And so the whole season has that element in it, but also there's also the crime of the day, happens too. And in some way I kind of like that, where it's like there's a umbrella story that kind of arc that keeps going the season. You'll see if that happens. Plus, so I'm not gonna give away too much, but stars Vanessa Morgan, Giacomo Giannotti, Jason Priestley, Amy Goodmurphy, Terry Chen, Karen Carnival. They're all good. They're all decent actors. I think on the show. 10 episodes started in January of this year. There will be a season 2. Apparently, because of the pandemic, it kind of got thrown off in a strike. Like, there'll be a season 2 sometime. They're hoping 2025 winter. So working on it. It's cute. So it's okay. So Demoted Detective, I can read you what their thing is because I don't know the full premise. Demoted Detective Ellis has unfortunately spent the last year on a maritime unit while Max has been living a transient life. She has a sidekick who's pretty cool too on the show. Solve a local crime. Oh, sorry. She's transient life elaborately scamming everyone she meets. However, when Max gets arrested and ends up helping Ellis solve a local crime, they find opportunity to redeem each other. That's kind of the whole thing. He's trying to redeem himself in the eyes of the law. She's trying to get on the right side of the law. But they must work together, of course. So opposite tracks work together. For Ellis, that means hard-boiled shoe leather police work. For Max, it means accent schemes. which is kind of cute. The whole thing of like she's like, let's do this. We'll get this and to do it outside the box. I know you gotta be Mister Man and be like straight laced, but I can do this while you said don't do that. Um, and do them trusting each other. And well, you know what I found was funny because I've watched off. I didn't watch every single episode, but I'll tell you, it was the last episode of the season finale that actually had me really engaged because stuff starts to come to the head. I'm gonna give it away, but it comes to a head, and I didn't realize how quietly committed I was to finding out is she gonna really do this last con? Because someone from her past who left her hanging comes back. I will say that. And spoiler alert, I'm going to say who it is. And so she's having to deal with. So is she's dealing with that person, plus trying to help her dad, plus she's in this partnership. They become trusting of each other. Is it broken? Is it is this con going through? There's a lot that comes to a head on this last episode. I'm like, wow, storytelling has changed when in 9 episodes, on the 10th episode, I'm like, oh my, what's going to happen? Like, what's going to happen? And you have to watch the show. I'm not going to tell you what happens. But because there's overreaching storyline arcs, everybody has their own way they're coming from, you really kind of start, it's one of those shows, you just kind of watch it. It goes by pretty fast. Like there's some comedy, some humor, some great side characters. Gorgeous scenery. I mean, I go out. They probably filmed in Vancouver. I don't know where they film, but it's gorgeous scenery. But it's a procedural. It's a literal buddy, mismatched buddy procedural. And do they literally come together? Does it really work? Does she get redeemed? Is she redeemed a little? Does she start to change also? Or is it always the same old con? But it's good. And her and Jason Priestley have a great relationship as father and daughter. I like it. I believe it. I was like, wait a minute, how old is he? I'm like, oh yeah, she's in her third. Oh yeah, okay, he's my age. Okay, we have grown children. Almost forgot about that. But it's on the CW, but you can watch it probably on CW Seed or where you find CW shows and catch it. But season 2 will be coming. But I have to say, it was fine. Will I watch season 2? I don't know. It's a good question now because when I do these shows, sometimes I continue, sometimes I don't. But I might continue. If my mom's house, I don't know if I'll watch it on my own. But my mom's house, yeah, I might end up. I'll be like, okay, when you turn it on, just watch it. Let's see what happens when we do a season 2 next winter, whatever that is. So it's called Wild Cards CW. Check it out if you have something like something you want to watch. I'm James Lott Jr. I'll talk to you next time.